Does EastEnders drag on storylines for too long? A question that was posed in the r/EastEnders subreddit that we're going to go ahead and have a talk. When are these executive producers that come and go stop dragging storylines out for years? No matter who the current executive producer, no offense to Chris Glenshaw, who's clearly reading this, by the way. He's doing a great job, but him and everyone else like Dominic Treadwell-Collins and John Sen, sometimes they like to drag out storylines too much. That it's not entertaining anymore, and it's just stupid! ! Julia Smith will be turning out her grave at everyone who's producing the show! ! Etc.
Can I chime in? Jeff, I'm chiming in, Jeff, I'm putting me house on the fact they're going to bring up the shit storyline's been dragged on too long. I'm putting me house on it, Jeff. I'm putting me dog on it. I'm putting me fucking left nut on it. I'm fucking telling you now, Jeff. I'm telling you now.
I mean, that's it. They haven't actually mentioned the 6th storyline, but someone will inevitably in the comments. But I think it's... Look, soaps are very good at stalling for time, in my opinion. Alright, sometimes shows do it a bit weird, like Hollyoaks does its block storytelling. That way you see a big storyline come to like, big stuff. Then it fucks off for a couple weeks. Like, I'm not entirely a fan of that personally. That's not my preferred way. But ultimately, you need to keep recycling everything. You need to make sure it doesn't go stale. You need to make sure there's not too much of anything. It's like, in the build-up to Christmas, like, even in September, we're like, fucking hell, is anything actually gonna fucking happen? You know, like, someone's dying at Christmas and we don't know anything. Then obviously October came and it's like, oh, fucking hell, we've actually seen some more stuff. Like, holy shit. And it's just like, you have to pace the storytelling because you have to build to a conclusion. You can't just fucking have it flop out. Like, you know, if you're like sexting someone like, we're gonna go all night, baby, and then you get in there and then you blow your beans in fucking 3 seconds. Just never after me, of course. Classic bit of the show. Call that humor. You know, at some point it's just not very interesting, is it? Alright? You've done your bit. That was shit, wasn't it? Alright? You're not getting the call back. You know, you're not getting booty call fucking 3 days later, like, let's do it all again. Like, if you build to it, you gotta fucking do something well. And it's the thing. Like, look, watching any of these soaps, it's a long task. It's a tall order because fuck me, they do go on for a long time. I've been watching the soaps for fucking years. I've been watching soaps for like coming up to 6 years now, and I watch multiple soaps at the same time. Like, it's a big commitment. It's a big time commitment. And it does go at a snail's pace. And some of your favourite characters don't even get your fucking storylines. Like Bobby Beale, love him. Fantastic. He's fucking off now. He did about 2 things on his, like, 5-year stint on the show. Like, I don't know. I think I've reached a point of zen where you generally have to appreciate what we have until it's gone. And because the last, like, 5 years of EastEnders, we've only really had 2 good ones. I'm fucking lapping it all in, like, oh yeah, this is fucking great. I've got, like, an IV drip in my arm, just like, yeah, give me everything, I'll take it all. And, fuck me, that IV drip analogy has completely thrown me. But, point being, it's a very hefty time investment. I understand that people will get tired and will get fucking, you know, maybe you won't always be at your 100% interest, but soaps are never, like, if they do genuinely keep your attention all fucking times, they're doing a phenomenal job. Because you have to like weave in watching soaps whilst doing everything like else in your life. Well, that's fucking hard. And if that can stay top, you know, like, you're watching some fucking absolute gold dust, and it's incredible. But there we are. Little cheeky, long-winded tangent about that. Like, it's perfectly reasonable, but also, it kind of comes with the territory. You can't have everything now. Because ultimately, like, we've all done it. We've all went, "Oh, Mum, can I get some sweets?" And she's like, "Oh, no, but your dinner's ready." And you're like, "Nah, but can I have some sweets now?" Or, and then you get the sweets, and then you eat all the sweets for your dinner. And then you don't finish your dinner because you're fucking feeling sick because you've eaten too many sweets. We've all done it. We've all fucking done it. And suddenly the dinner's shit because you're like, me bloody tummy hurts. Mum, why'd you let me have the sweet? Like, if you have it all now, it's not nearly as fun, is it? Let's see what people think, because, hey, my opinion of the subreddit, it's going up, all right? We've got some good commenters in here. It's going up. So let's see what people think. Some of these interactions absolutely buckle me to no end. I suppose also just generally, not every storyline can be fucking gangbusters, okay? So, like, sometimes you have to have the bloat. In every era of the show, you have the garbage. Like, the fucking Sonia and Reese. No one cares at all. No one's interested. But we gotta do it. Because otherwise, like, what else are they gonna be doing? At least Sonia's getting storyline. At least stuff is changing. Someone simply goes, exactly what I was saying. That's how serial storytelling works, lol. It's like, banger. Absolute fucking banger. And the original poster goes, I have my own opinion. There are some storylines that are entertaining and some that are just dragged out and don't have any entertainment value anymore. And a lot of exclamation marks. I do love a good exclamation mark. And yeah, I respect it, alright? We are bored of some of these storylines. I was sick of the Ben storylines. That's fine. That's fine. But there you go. Yeah, I got the gist of your complaint in your post. Doesn't mean your opinion can't be criticised. Just fucking absolutely, like, the original poster's a speedball and this fucker's just fucking absolutely boshing this bastard out. But the original poster just says, sorry. It's not that bad, that's alright. We don't need to apologise about this.
I'm just imagining he's Charlie Jones, Ben Mitchell in the corner. What are you going to do to me, Mr. Redditor?
Like, it's not that big of a deal. And then someone says, don't apologise to a smug and know-it-all. Fuck me, it's not fucking... We're just saying opinions, lads. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. It's fucking hell. I'm sorry. It's don't apologise to him. What's he done? Fuck. We're increasing the Reddit law, mate. The Reddit law continues. Someone says storylines went on even longer back then, though. Sharon Gate wasn't revealed for over 2 years, and Sharon never found about Den being Vicky's dad until after he died. Vicky? What, like her sister Vicky that she knew was fucking Den's kid? But I don't know. I'm just not remembering it. Yeah, someone says, remember it was on twice a week. Took ages to tell any storyline. The original post says, although Sharon Gate was iconic, it did drag it out. I agree with it. I feel like this person's just cherry picking all the comments that they agree with. Like, yeah, you have said my point, so ultimately that is true. And someone says, honestly, if Sharon Gate was happening now, you'd hear people complaining about it. The way we digest and interact with TV has changed so much. Generally see far more people reacting and responding to it. Very true. We have a YouTube channel reacting to EastEnders and talking about it. And even when we're doing reactions, people are like, I don't understand what you guys are doing. You just like you were just watching the episodes. Like, well, yeah, that's a whole fucking point, lads. Like, look, all right, we live in an attention economy. We're constantly vying for different things to capture our attention. But fuck me. But yeah, I do say that people would be. I've been joking about it all along, but like, if they did the Peggy, Patton, fucking Frank storyline, they'd be like, I'm just tired of cheating storyline. It's like, you want this in fucking history, witnessing some of the most iconic fucking scenes. Honestly, I think Pat should get recast. She's just garbage. Like I said, it's why I'm trying to cherish the little things. It's why I'm trying to appreciate things for what they are. And currently, Sens is an absolute banger, so I'll keep fucking rabbiting on about it. Someone, Midnight Mitchell again, regular commenter. I've decided to just start saying some of these names because, you know, some people are just absolute legends, so, you know, worth just mentioning it. Fuck it. They turn out to be pricks, not our problem, not my fault. I'm not the puppet master, unfortunately. Every time people say the modern show drags out storylines when compared to classic years, I have to raise an eyebrow. Julia Smith was not in any way a producer that did quick stories. If anything, she had storylines gone too long, that they'd actually lost impact. The perfect example is one of her biggest storylines, Vicky being Den's. The audience finds out in September 1985, nothing comes of it until 1986 when Pauline finds out, and still there's no explosive climax because Pauline doesn't even reveal to Den that she knows until January 1988. Fucking hell.
Right.
So, yeah.
1991.
Yeah, like they wait 2 years to fucking actually talk about it. By the time all this happens, Angie, someone who should have been the biggest part of the story, already exited the show permanently, and by the time Pauline confronts Den is already on his way out and starting his exit storyline. That single secret was carried over a 3-year period and overall amounted to very little. There was no amazing climax, no insanely explosive resolution. Things were dropped in some cases, full years, and by the time Den leaves, him being Vicky's dad feels entirely nonchalant, and nowhere near the edgy twist that it was in 1985. The classic years were not amazing for doing quick storylines. Things would drag on for multiple months or even years. To claim Julia Smith would be turning in her grave, a storyline that is hard to know, but based on her own producing, is probably inaccurate. There we are. That's Midnight Mitchell's the real soap historian. I just like to hover with the idea, like, yeah, I know what happened. I don't. The real historian. Someone says, but yeah, essentially, someone just goes, fucking hell, boys. I think. I don't know. I think the person who wrote this they were just ready for everything. Like, tell me why I'm wrong, and then I'll maybe slightly agree with you at the end of the long argument. Someone says, some of the classic storylines of the past months, of the past have gone over months. Sharon Gate, Frank and Peggy's affair, who was the father of Michelle's baby, Mark disappearing and reappearing for years at a time, Frank disappearing. So they have it in their head that people want a story that goes on, that it makes for good TV and builds the interest and hype, but it needs to be a good, engaging story. The current way of dragging out stories is an interesting, it's often relief when you realise they're not going to drag out a story for too long. For example, this situation with Yolande. I could see him dragging out, her not wanting to tell Patrick, leading to problems in their marriage. He finally finds out, she's persuaded to go to the police, and there's a big court case, etc., etc. It just wouldn't be fun for the viewer to go through hell watching Yolande, deal with that. One thing that really wound me up last year was Ivan Suki sneaking around Nish's back. It seemed like every week we'd get a moment where Nish found out something. The fact they'd only booked one hotel room, for example, and you'd have a scene ending with him demanding an explanation while they looked worried. It all got so ludicrous around they had to build the tension and excitement that ended up being like Principal Skinner trying to explain that his kitchen wasn't in fact on fire. Classic steamed pans reference there for you. Like an absolute banger. We're in good hands. Ash,
just before you continue, have you ever watched later when they get invested in a wrestling match? Then they go, like fucking Seymour. Right. For context, if you watch Steam Hand, that scene with Seymour is like, oh, delightful Seymour, simply devilish. Like that's how
Devilish Seymour.
Slater fucking laughed.
Right,
That's how
so
Slater laughed when
I'm
watching
glad
the
you've
wrestling
interrupted
match.
the fucking EastEnders video to talk about something only we know or care about. Fucking,
Yeah, I know. I tried to share it with everyone.
I don't even know who Slater is. Someone says the problem is that some stories today are being dragged out and overbreezed, though. I just don't necessarily agree. Someone says they've been doing this for decades. Why are you complaining now? And someone says, I've changed my post. I made a mistake. All right. And then the person replies, I love you. A response of, I love you. Fuck me. What is this thread, man? It's absolute. Great entertainment. Like, fantastic fucking entertainment. I don't know what the overall message of this is. Like, but I do agree. I don't think that it's a new thing that shows fucking drag out storylines. Like, the whole point of last year is they were essentially waiting till Christmas to continue the next part of the story, and then we were waiting till when Keanu was discovered to enter the next stage. But I don't think that's necessarily being like dragged on. I just think that that's just how the story's being told. It's a long-running soap fucking program. You can't fucking completely like the reason why the best soaps are still around is because they do this and they don't just fucking go, and Janice is pregnant. Whoa, and Janice lost the baby in 2 days. Whoa, and then Janice got ran over by a car. Whoa, and then there was a zombie apocalypse. Whoa, like at some point you just go, lads, can you just fucking slow it down, please? I don't care. All right, it's just fucking stop it. Yeah, I was gonna jokingly say that's why Brookside went under, but Brookside went under for other reasons. But like the second people stop buying into these storylines, the second that the soap's failing, and it's just but like you know, you're allowed to have these opinions. You're allowed to be like, can the show stop bloody dragging it on? Like, yeah, all right. It may feel like it's dragging. I'm personally loving it. I'm having a fucking great time. I'm not looking forward to the aftermath of the Lande stuff because it'll be fucking heartbreaking to watch. But I hope that there's a good outcome. But like I said, it's the common joke. Like if Dirty Den's return happened like now, people would be like, who the fuck's Dirty Den? He's shite. Oh, yeah, but he's not though, is he? He's one of the best characters the show's ever made. He's fucking boring, he is. What, Sharon's dad? Like...
To be fair, if we're also including like the fact he didn't return all three, but he returned it now, and he looks like what he looked like in his final days. I don't know whether I'd be scared. I don't know whether I'd be scared or like get it out. Because at the end,
the recast Den Watts as E.T. Oh yeah.
No, it's not.
Den Watts, go home. Oh no.
You don't really like context.
Should really stop joking about Den Watts. He's absolutely fucked up. Like the actor did some dodgy shit in real life.
But like in his later life, he looked like the Queen's husband, basically.
Yep. From the Prince Philip School of Aging, or King Philip School of Aging, rather.
Yeah, it didn't age well for poor Leslie Grantham, but he's dead. So what's he gonna do? Fucking sue us? Go on, try, mate. You won't get very far with your finger up your hole, man.
But yeah, I think that's it's wrapped nicely though. Tell us if you think they drag on EastEnders storylines too long, or soaps in general, either or. We love to read the comments here, so as said before, go ahead and do that. You want to talk about any video we've done, join the Discord as well. There's a link in the description. Make sure to like the video and subscribe as well. But we've been watching Walford. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to join us in the next one. See you then. Bye-bye.